What's up, everybody? It's me. It's me, Fraley. Welcome back to another OnlyFray's podcast, and I am completely sorry about not posting anything in a while, but I've been busy seeing all these great, fabulous views. I just been taking it all in. Like I have fallen in love with the Midwest, like hands down. I'll get into other details about that in the next episode. But so I think I left Statesboro about a month ago. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of like break down where I've been, if I can remember correctly, because I've been going and like enjoying a lot of views and stuff. But right now I'm in it's up around, let's see, pull out my handy dandy big ass atlas. All right. I have left Flathead Lake, which is in northwestern part of Montana. I'm heading back down to Missoula because I need to stay somewhere in an area with good cell service. I will get to that, and I'm gonna do two. I'm just gonna do it all. Just tune into the next episode. But so I heading back down there, close to Yellowstone and all that, for being certain things maybe unfolding for me. But I left Statesboro about a month ago. Went through the wonderful Atlanta traffic. That was not fun at all. Went up to Chattanooga. I liked Chattanooga. It was very, very it's like city-ish with like a little bit of like mountain country-ish. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I liked it. But it ain't nothing like the views out here. Like, if you can kind of see out my window, like, all that's mountains and everything. Like, it's absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if I can just kind of flip it. Yeah, there we go. Like, it's absolutely beautiful out here. Like, I don't plan on leaving. Sorry, fixing. There we go. I gotta show my beautiful, lovely face with my extra long beard. It's gotten long, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's gotten real long. I love it. But so Chattanooga, that was beautiful. Then kept going. I thought I was gonna make it to Nashville before dark, but nah, it was still dark, so I went up a little bit north than that. I forgot where the place was. It was like right there, close to like in Kentucky or close to Kentucky. I'm not 100% sure. I got on the side of the road and went in for a little bit and like pitched my tent and slept. But yeah, after that, I went to, where was it? Oh, yeah, then I started going to St. Louis, Missouri, I do believe. But along the way, like, through Kentucky, there's this Air Force base, like, I just so happened, I guess I came to the right time, but they were flying these new like, I get, like, I wouldn't say new, but it looked new. Like, these jets, this motherfucker went straight up, and he, like, pivoted around so fast, and he came around and stopped, like a pivot, like almost like a UFO. Maybe they're upgrading their technology now. Conspiracy. Oh. But nah. But I thought that was pretty cool. Like seeing the plane like just pivot and stop like that, like, and then like stop. I thought that was pretty uniquely cool. I'm sorry, I keep adjusting this freaking thing. There we go. Alright, I think, yeah, it's in the middle box square. Alright, so, when I got to St. Louis, I think it was a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Let's just say that I thought, like, you know, since it's a big city, it would be, like, hustle and bustling, like, with tourists and, like, locals. Dead. Like, I was actually amazed on how many people were not out on the streets. Like, there was, like, nobody. And I mean nobody. But, let's see. So I went through St. Louis, and I started driving on Route 66. My plan was to drive Route 66 and just keep going straight all the way to California. Well, I kind of thought about it, and then somebody else that I talked to was like, you know, it's probably going to be hot as balls down there, right? And I'm like, shit. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with 100+ degree weather right now. I'm going to stick to the north, like go Midwest and go north side and go like towards like Yellowstone and all that, and go to Glacier National Forest. Whoa. Come on, girl. You'll be alright. I know. You'll get one soon. But, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, halfway down, like, Missouri and then getting into South Dakota, I decided, you know, to go north, or northwest, or west, but northern Midwest. But so I-90. I could sit here and talk to you about I-90 for hours, because that's how long it felt. I was on I-90. I went from one end of South Dakota to the other end of South Dakota on I-90, and let me tell you, it is nothing but plains, but there is some like gorgeous views. You got the Badlands, that was cool. The Badlands, like all that, like non-driving motherfuckers. But the Badlands, like the formation of, like, you could see the layers of where water used to be, and then like how it is now. Absolutely insane. Like, it used to be a prominent like a water source. I mean, there's more than, it's pretty neat. It goes back millions of years of like how water was there, and then now it's just like a hot little but it's like a Grand Canyon type thing. Ooh, I am getting a little hungry, but no. So we went to I camped in the Badlands for a night and saw it a little bit the next morning. Sorry, I'm a little wore out from driving yesterday and hiking a little bit from in Glacier. So anyway, went through the Badlands, kept driving, and then I stopped in, after the Badlands, I stopped in Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls is a city, town, community Like the falls are like in the middle of the city are like really cool. It's like over these like red rock clay, and it's just like flow. And the history of it is like that was like their like the Sioux Indians main like hunting grounds and water grounds and everything. And you could actually, and they say you could actually hear the falls over many miles. No matter, I don't know, I can't remember the distance, but so after Sioux Falls, after Sioux Falls, I think I made it to. I gotta keep my memory going. After Sioux Falls, I started traveling more and got to. Wait, or did I go to Sioux Falls and then Badlands? Anyway, everywhere I went to, it's going to be all on this. Alright, Sioux Falls. I went to Sioux Falls, Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore was... It's different in person, like, seeing it in books and, like, learning it in school compared to seeing it in person. Oh, fun tip. Fun tip. Don't go to the park. If you ever go to visit Mount Rushmore, do not go to the parking area and pay $10. Go past the red light when you get on top of the hill, and you can take a right to go to the parking area. Go a little bit past the red light. There's like pull-offs you can pull off to and park, and you can walk right into the park because there's like a trail right there, and you can park for free. Like, I support like national parks and stuff, but that's just a little fun tip. If you ain't scared to hike, that's kind of like the money comparison to me. If you can hike a mile, or like if you can hike up to a mile, that's worth $10. And parking on the side of the road and making that walk or that hike like right there, I think that's still your money's worth. That's just my opinion. I mean, my opinion matters. But Mount Rushmore. Oh shit! I think in between Mount Rushmore and Sioux Falls and somewhere in the Badlands, I went to the Battle of Little Bighorn historical site. Now that is a site that you've got to go see. Custer, like it's Custer National Park. Like, honestly, it was so like reading the native people's like quotes that they said like before and after of that. You can interpret it your own way, but to me, like reading that and like thinking about like how they actually felt and like had empathy for it and understanding, they were right. White man had no business like taking land from others. That's just selfishness. Like it's primitive and it's big-headed, and there's always been conquerors, but like Native Americans were peaceful people, unless and even the tribes, they understood their boundaries. Like, this is my area, this is your area. We're not going to expand this. And like most of the Indians, they all came together and united. I mean, yeah, they had their differences, but they traded and stuff. I mean, they weren't up to speed as the Europeans and like the new Americans were, but they were treated like shit. I mean, if you look at it, white man has been ruthless to all different races, even to white. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, just can we all just get along? But anyway, huge recommendation to go to the Battle of Little Bighorn historical site. I walked it, I drove it, And yes, there's a certain section of that park where you cannot get out of your vehicle because it is connected to an Indian, Native American Native American reservation. So you can't really like step out because it's kind of like privately owned. But it was still amazing to like go through that. But let's see. Yeah, because I went Mount Rushmore, Battle of the Bighorn, and then I came back down and I went to Cody, Wyoming. And Cody, Wyoming is the east part of the East Gate into Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park, the northern and northeastern entrances are closed because of flooding. I guess there was a good good freeze for the glacier caps on the mountains, which, you know, there's still glacier ice caps up here, and it's kind of interesting. But as I was going, that was a long drive. It didn't seem like it, but it really honestly was. That from Cody, Wyoming to the east gate of East Yellowstone entrance, it seemed like it took forever. But it was the drive in, it takes you straight into, if you go on coming in from the east, highly recommend, because you go by Buffalo Bill National Park or state. I think it's national. Yeah, you go Buffalo Bill Dam. Like it was actually quite gorgeous. I come around, like you go through these tunnels and you come around. Excuse me. You come around this tunnel and all of a sudden it's like water and then like boom, lake. Like it was, and then mountains. The landscape. Each state has its own like landscape appearance, but it's almost similar, but it's not similar. Like you'd have to see. I can't sit here and just blah 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 blah. You'd have to like actually see it. Like it's well worth it. I love this place. So beautiful. But so as I come in from Buffalo Bill Park, I start. Oh, good goodness! As I start heading in, and I get to the entrance, I was talking to the park ranger at the gate, and she set me up, and she gave me. Well, I kind of bought it. It was like a little discount, but like. Highly recommend if you plan on going and travel national parks for a year. $80 get you a national park pass. Because sorry, I'm cutting. I'm gonna finish that and go back. I forgot something. $80 you can visit any national park anywhere for a year. Like, well worth it. Been to a couple of them. And yes, a lot of the national parks charge between, I think the max I've spent, and it surprised me, I didn't realize this till after the second one, about $25. So if you think about it, there's a shit ton of national parks, and you spend $25 at each one of them. Yeah, $80, and if you go up to like 10 national parks, well worth it. But I forgot, it was after Rushmore and before Battle of Little Bighorn. Devil's Tower. Whoa. Devil's Tower was insane. Like, I never, like, I've seen pictures, but in person, the formation of it, it looks like somebody just went there, carved it, just like statue or something, like went there, carved it, and just said, all right, leave it alone, and just let time take over. Like, and the legends behind it, oh man, the legends of like the Indians climbing to the top and fighting off like a huge bear from attacking, like a monstrous, like huge, like about the size of the Devil's Tower, like bear was trying to attack these the Native Americans, and they were fending the bear off from their land. Oh, the story is like, oh man, like I can keep going. I don't want to make this a long episode. I'm just kind of like fill you in a little bit, like short, quick, and like bing, bing, bong, boom, bang, bing, bong, whatever the fucking thing is. I don't know the new trend anymore. I haven't been on social media for almost a month because I don't have any fucking service. But sorry. I hope I don't get lost because I'm just over here filming and talking. But anyway, Devil's Tower. Enter Yellowstone, and I get through the gate, get my little pass that gets me go wherever. Ooh, that reminds me, I don't need to get me some jalapeno cheddar stick smoked elk with a little bit of beef added. Sounds yummy. No, yeah, it is yummy because I've had like 3 of them already. But so good. So when you come in the east entrance to Yellowstone, it seems like it'll take forever. And plan ahead too, because I guess like some people use the internet a lot, and they go ahead and book ahead, which I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. I will say I am a fool, because I didn't think you'd have to like go to the website and reserve a tent, like a tent spot or a camping spot, blah blah blah. Well, I got lucky twice, and they had like an extra spot to camp at. But as I was coming in, it takes you a little bit around the like a little bit of mountains, and all of a sudden you kind of come up around this corner, Yellowstone Lake. Gorgeous. It's so blue. I mean, not like Caribbean blue, like sea of the sand and all that stuff. I'm talking about like a nice, like, I can't think of the blue. It's not sky blue. It's like a dark blue, but like a nice, like, you'd have to see it. I can't explain it. Like, you just have to look at social media. My social media. As I was coming in, I got around to the one of the campsites, and with that, I'll tell you in part 2 after this, the next episode. But keep tuning in. Get ready for the next one.